Good morning to all of you. Last class we are discussed about our syllabus, paper number 2nd, ecology and environmental pollution. Today we are going to start our very first chapter, habitat and niche. Okay. First bit is habitat. In this we are discussing about concept, types of habitat and the characteristic of that habitat. Okay, concept of habitat is the habitat is the place where living organisms live with their surrounding environment. Okay, and there are four major types of habitat. First one is freshwater habitat, second one is marine water habitat, third one is estuaries, and fourth one is terrestrial habitat. One by one we are going to study in depth. First one is freshwater habitat. Freshwater habitat having two types of habitat. One is lentic, second is lotic. Lentic habitat means it is the system where water stand, means standing water system. For example, ponds, lakes. Okay, and then second is lotic habitat. Lotic water habitat means where water is flowing, means running water habitat. It is called as a lotic habitat. In this, the example of this habitat is rivers. Okay. Then next, one by one, we will going to study in depth with their characteristic. Freshwater habitat characteristic is salinity, osmosis, water current, pH, transparency, oxygen, carbon dioxide, pressure, density, temperature and the light. Okay, very first characteristic is salinity. As compared to freshwater habitat and the marine water habitat, salinity is less than the marine water habitat because salt concentration is less in the freshwater habitat, more in the marine water habitat. In freshwater habitat, near about 1.8% of salinity is present in the freshwater habitat, and in marine water habitat 3.8% of salinity is occurring. Okay, this is very first characteristic of that freshwater habitat. Then second is osmosis. Freshwater living organisms having a high salinity fluid in their body fluid, having a high salinity, and marine water habitat having low salinity in the living organism. As compared to this, freshwater is a hypotonic and their organisms are hypertonic. So, when the concentration is more of salinity in the living organism of freshwater and salinity is less as compared to the living organism fluid, so water flows to the high concentration to low concentration from body to water. Okay, the term is called as endosmosis in the freshwater habitat. Then next is water current. As compared to marine water habitat and the freshwater habitat, water current is more in the freshwater habitat because in the marine water habitat there is a standing water and In freshwater habitat, there is two types, lentic and lotic, means standing water as well as running water. Okay. In standing water, water current is less, and in current water, water current is high because water flows to one place to another place. Then next is pH. pH is depending upon the topography, depth of that water system, and the CO2 and the oxygen concentration in the water system. Okay, pH is depending upon CO2 concentration, oxygen concentration, and the topography of that water current, water system. Okay, next is transparency. Because of rigidity of and the salt concentration of that water system and the salinity of that water system, transparency is less in the freshwater habitat and more in the current water. Okay, transparency is depending upon the concentration of the salt. When light penetrates into the water, it reaches the level where transparency is less, and when light penetrates into the bottom, the transparency is more. Okay. Then next is oxygen. As compared to lentic water habitat, lotic water habitat having high oxygen level because water flows to one place to the another place. So oxygen level is high in the freshwater habitat. In that, lentic water habitat having less oxygen level, and the lotic water habitat is a high amount of oxygen because water mixed with the surrounding air environment. In current water, water mixes with the air and having high amount of oxygen. Okay. Then next is CO2 concentration. Depending upon the plants occurred and plants grow in the habitat, freshwater habitat, CO2 concentration is more in the lentic water habitat as compared to the lotic water habitat, and as compared to marine water and freshwater habitat, CO2 concentration is less in marine water habitat and more in the lentic water habitat. Depending upon the plantation, depending upon the plants where grow in the lentic habitat. Okay. Then next is pressure. Pressure is much less than the marine water habitat depending upon the depth of the water system. In freshwater habitat, pressure is less. In marine water habitat, pressure is high depending upon the surrounding environment and the depth. Okay. Then next is density. Density is depending upon the length and the depth of the water system. Okay, where the salt concentration or the salinity of the water system is less, the density is also less. The salt concentration is high and the living organisms are moving in that place is very less density, and salt concentration is high where density is high. Okay. Then next is the temperature. Temperature is depending upon where the water current is having, where marine water and fresh water, depending upon the condition. Temperature is high in the freshwater habitat and less in the marine water habitat, depending upon the depth of the habitat. Where freshwater habitat and the marine water habitat temperature is less in the bottom of the means benthos, bottom of the marine water habitat, and high in the surface of the water current or water system. Okay, then next is light. Light penetration is depending upon the density, salinity of that place and the depth of the water system. Where light penetrates in the particular area, the plants will grow in that place. We can call it as a photic region. And when light is penetrate less, where plant can't grow in that water system. Okay, where density is less and salinity is less, water light will penetrate through that system. Okay, then we will discuss about the example of freshwater habitat. Very first, there are three examples of freshwater habitats: ponds, lakes, and the rivers. First one is ponds. In ponds, these are small, shallow, and the place where standing water is or standing water system is takes place. The depth is very less. Depth is about 8 to 10 feet in diameter. There are two types of ponds. One is the temporary and second one is permanent. In temporary, there is three types of temporary ponds are there: vernal, autumnal, estual. Vernal means where the water system is having by seasonal water. It is a vernal. Next is vernal, autumnal, and second is estual. This habitat means this pond system having the vernal means where the living organisms live occasionally or with seasonally, means where water current is occurred in seasonally, means where the rainy season is there, so water is more, and when there is a dry, when there is no any living organisms in that place. Okay, then next is permanent. Water is flow throughout the year, means it is temporary, means water flow seasonally or occasionally, and the living organisms also live there temporarily. Okay, then permanent is water flows throughout the year. There is plenty of water, and then that's why the permanent ponds having the high diversity and the temperature, means the permanent ponds having this all characteristic with salinity, osmosis, water current, pH, transparency, oxygen, CO2, pressure, density, temperature, and light. Here water current is not takes place in the permanent pond system, water system, and the density is very less. Okay, then salinity is also less in the permanent pond system. Okay. Then there are three zones in the pond water system. These are: first is profundal zone, second is limnatic zone, and third is littoral zone. Profundal zone means the bottom of the pond. Profundal zone means the bottom of the pond, and limnatic zone means is the middle part of the zone. And littoral zone means where the surface of water takes place. Then one by one we are going to study in depth. Profundal zone, the light penetration is less in the profundal zone, where the temperature is less. Temperature is less, and as compared to profundal zone, temperature is high than the profundal zone. Then next is littoral zone. Littoral zone, the light penetration is high in the littoral zone. Because of that, littoral zone having no plantation, because plants require a light and the water. So plants grow here in the littoral zone. Limnatic zone do not have that much content of light. This light penetration is less in these two zones, limnatic zone and the profundal zone. Then second is B. Then next two examples are the lakes and the river. In lake, concept of lake is it is a standing water habitat and having two types: oligotrophic lake and the eutrophic lake. Oligotrophic lake having abundant oxygen, less pH, and it is a transparent water. Okay. Then second is eutrophic lake. It is shallow and rich in pH, carbonates, and the other water minerals. Okay. Then next is the thermal stratification. Okay. Thermal stratification means temperature gradient in the lake. Okay, this is having three zones: hypolimnion, thermocline, and the epilimnion. Hypolimnion, it is the base of the lake or the bottom of the lake, where temperature is very much less in that place. Okay, between 5 degrees Celsius to 7 degrees Celsius. And then next is thermocline. It is the middle part of the lake, having temperature ranges between 7 degrees Celsius to 21 degrees Celsius, because light penetration is high in the thermocline as compared to hypolimnion. Okay. Then upper surface is epilimnion, having temperature ranges between 21 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius, because light penetration is high in the place, and the land water system and the epilimnion is interchangeable. Okay, where in lake, where the plants are grown in the area of epilimnion and less in the thermocline. Here there is no any plant grow in the hypolimnion zone, because light penetration is less and temperature is also less. Then, depending upon the light penetration, there is three types of zones also depending upon the light penetration, where plants can't grow in the place. Aphotic zone means where plant can't grow in this zone because photic means there is no light penetration at the bottom of the lake. Then next is dysphotic. Dysphotic means there is a less plant grow in that place, in dysphotic zone. Okay. Then euphotic, it is high in the high plant growth in that place. Okay. These are aphotic, dysphotic and euphotic. Aphotic, distance between this upper surface to the aphotic zone is 200 meter, and distance between upper and this dysphotic zone is 80 meter. Depending upon this length, the light penetration takes place. Then next example is reverse. In freshwater habitat, last example is rivers. Rivers are the current water system. Okay, rivers are the current water system. In this system, there is a abundant amount of oxygen, and the plantation is takes place more in the river. Then in current water system, there are two types of current water system. First one is turbulent, second one is laminar. Turbulent means the water flow irregularly. In river, water flows irregularly, then it is called as a turbulent. When water flows in a regular type, then it is called as a laminar flow. Then next characteristic of this rivers is land water interchange. Means river water exchange their surrounding material with the river water. Means water flows to one place to another place, where when water flows takes place, the water mix with oxygen and the surrounding environment. Then next is oxygen tension. Oxygen is high in the rivers because water flows and mix with the surrounding air, so water is high in the oxygen river. Okay. Then zonation of rivers. There are three zones in the rivers: flowing, rapid and the pool. Means water flow is high in the flowing region, means it is a upper region of the river. Then second is rapid. Water flow is less, means do not takes place in high as compared to flowing water. And then last is pool. Water behave like the standing water, means lentic water behave like a lentic water, is called as a pool zone in the rivers. I conclude that I completed this first bit and the first chapter habitat, in that freshwater habitat is completed here. Then next class we are going to study the marine water habitat. Okay, thank you.